Night Has Fallen is set to be the fourth installment in the Has Fallen series, but news about Gerard Butler's next action-packed adventure has been pretty sparse. It all started back in 2013 with Antoine Fuqua's Olympus Has Fallen, where Butler's character, Secret Service agent Mike Banning, had to save the president after a terrorist attack on the White House. While the president was undeniably over the top, it paved the way for a series of sequels. Through the 2010s, the Has Fallen films have consistently delivered at the box office, thanks to their explosive action and Butler's tough guy charisma. Over the years, Butler has solidified his reputation as a go-to action star, and even in his 50s, he's still more than capable of leading a big-budget Hollywood blockbuster. That said, Night Has Fallen is breaking the usual 3-year gap between sequels, and updates suggest fans will have to wait even longer for its release. While the franchise is definitely moving forward, exactly when we'll see Night Has Fallen hit the big screen remains a mystery. In September 2023, producer Les Weldon shared a cautious but encouraging update on the future of the Has Fallen franchise, confirming that Night Has Fallen is still in the works. Weldon hinted that any additional sequels would depend on the success of this upcoming installment, suggesting that there's already a roadmap in place to expand the series. If Night Has Fallen performs well, he stated, if that works as well as the previous 3, then anything is on the table. Considering the Has Fallen series has been a reliable box office success, it's safe to say that if Night Has Fallen keeps that momentum going, fans can expect more action-packed chapters to follow. Angel Has Fallen marks the third installment in the Gerard Butler-led franchise, continuing the saga of Mike Banning, a U.S. Secret Service agent navigating the murky waters of terrorism and betrayal. Following Olympus Has Fallen and London Has Fallen, this chapter raises the stakes by framing Mike for an attempted assassination on President Allan Trumbull. The film's high-octane finale has Mike teaming up with his estranged father, Clay, a Vietnam War veteran, to combat threats both external and internal. Early on, Mike's best friend, Wade, pushes him to take the director of the Secret Service role, hoping it'll bring lucrative contracts to his company, Salient. It's later revealed that Wade masterminded the hit on Trumbull, intending to frame Mike as a Russian asset to provoke a U.S.-Russia conflict. Wade's motivation? Trumbull's anti-war stance was bad for Salient's profits. As the plot unravels, Salient's attempts to cover their tracks include a brutal ambush on the president's FBI and Secret Service details. Mike re-enters the fray, proving his innocence and confronting Wade in a climactic rooftop battle. The showdown ends with Mike destroying Wade's escape helicopter and engaging in a visceral knife fight, culminating in Wade's death. Before dying, Wade acknowledges their bond, calling Mike a lion. The betrayal doesn't stop there. Vice President Kirby is revealed as the real mastermind. Driven by a hawkish desire to make America strong again, Kirby conspired with Salient to frame Mike and ignite war with Russia. His scheme unravels when Salient's financial records expose his involvement, leading to his arrest by a recovered Trumbull. Throughout the chaos, Mike and Clay mend their strained relationship. Clay, once absent due to PTSD, redeems himself by protecting Mike's family and fighting off Salient operatives with his love for explosives and guerrilla tactics. By the film's end, Clay decides to stay close to his family, and Mike accepts the role of director of the Secret Service, looking ahead to Night Has Fallen. Mike will likely face new threats as he adjusts to his leadership role, balancing the demands of protecting the nation with his rekindled family life. While exact details remain under wraps, fans can expect even bigger action set pieces as the franchise continues to outdo itself. A big factor in the delay of Night Has Fallen was Gerard Butler's 2021 lawsuit against production companies New Image and Millennium Media. Butler claimed he wasn't given his share of the profits from 2013's Olympus Has Fallen and took legal action to get what he was owed. Thankfully, this issue was resolved in October 2023 when Butler settled the lawsuit, sidestepping a trial that had been slated for 2024. Now, with that hurdle cleared and the Hollywood strikes behind us, production on Night Has Fallen can finally move forward. As of August 2024, the only returning cast member from the previous 3 Has Fallen movies confirmed to reprise their role is Gerard Butler as Mike Banning. While Morgan Freeman is likely to return as Allan Trumbull, the president who survived an assassination attempt in the third film and subsequently promoted Banning. The status of other key roles remains uncertain. Given the long gap between movies, it seems likely that the ensemble cast for Night Has Fallen will consist largely of newcomers. Notably, Gerard Butler revealed during promotions for his action flick Plane that Robert Downey Jr. had sent him the nicest email after Olympus Has Fallen, expressing his admiration for the film and noting, "We need more of these movies." This endorsement from Downey Jr. highlighted his appreciation for the genre and the nostalgic B-movie thrills that Olympus Has Fallen brought to audiences. Even amidst his run as Tony Stark in the MCU, the success of Die Hard set off a wave of imitators eager to cash in on its formula, from Die Hard on a boat to Die Hard on a plane. This genre saw its heyday in the 90s, but by the end of the decade, it had started to dry up. The Has Fallen franchise breathed new life into the concept, launching with Olympus Has Fallen in 2013. The film's success not only gave Butler an action franchise, but also showcased his ability to handle the siege scenarios where his Secret Service agent Mike Banning constantly found himself in over his head. Butler's follow-up comments about Downey Jr.'s enthusiasm for the franchise made it clear that there was interest beyond just another action movie. Downey Jr.'s apparent affection for Olympus Has Fallen suggested that he could bring a fresh, charismatic, villainous presence to the next installment, Night Has Fallen. The Has Fallen movies have often borrowed elements from Die Hard, with varying success in terms of memorable antagonists. Ricky Yoon's North Korean terrorist in Olympus remains one of the more memorable villains, while Angel Has Fallen's Wade, played by Danny Huston, was only compelling because of Huston's performance. The franchise has been criticized for not matching the level of iconic antagonists like Hans Gruber from Die Hard or even John Lithgow's Quinn from Cliffhanger. Downey Jr.'s potential involvement could change that. His charisma, wit, and ability to choose scenery could make for a truly memorable villain, giving Mike Banning a worthy adversary to struggle against for a change. The combination of Downey Jr.'s talent and the Has Fallen formula could create a perfect storm of excitement for audiences. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop. And if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.